6th Punjab in the 1965 war. This is a brief summary of 6th Punjab actions in the 1965 war. The battalion was commanded by Lieutenant Colonel M.M. Khan, and the battalion was part of 8th Division 6th Brigade, which was moved to Kharia in September 1965. 6th Brigade was allotted to 7th Division for Operation Grand Slam. As you can see, 6th Brigade had 15 Punjab and 6 Punjab and 26 Field, and they joined the 7th Division during the Operation Grand Slam. The brigade was commanded by the famous General Iftikhar Khan Janjua. The battalion was deployed on night 7th-8th September 1965 when it relieved 13th Punjab at Dalpat Chak Karpal area, as you can see, opposite Fatwal Ridge. 6th Brigade being the right forward brigade of the 7th Division, while 102 Brigade was on the left. Brigadier Rizvi stated that the battalion attacked towards Fatwal with a squadron of 13 Lancers, closing up to 6 miles near a small village, suffering 9 killed and 21 wounded in this attack. The 2017 official history of the Punjab Regiment stated that the battalion lost 9 killed in 1965 war because the 10th man, Subadar Amir Jan, that it listed was killed in Run of Kutch. Now, as you can see, immediately after the battalion took over, it came under heavy Indian artillery attack and fire, and Indians had assumed the offensive after seeing that Pakistanis had pulled out the forces, and according to Rizvi, 60 Indian dead bodies were counted in one of the failed Indian attacks. On 13 September 1965, according to Rizvi, the battalion supported by 13 Lancer Squadron attacked and captured 3 villages which took the battalion within 6 miles of Akhnur. In this attack, the battalion had 9 killed as discussed and 21 wounded. After the war, the battalion moved to Kohat and came under command 25 Brigade till its move to East Pakistan in 1971. Now, the battalion did not receive any gallantry award in the Operation Grand Slam, but Brigadier Rizvi lists one Captain Jalil, who was awarded Sitara Jurat on 6 September 1965. Perhaps he was on the extra regimental employment and not in the battalion. The battalion suffered 11 killed and 26 wounded as per Brigadier Rizvi's book. The battalion lost no officer in the war. This illustrates that officers were not fighting from the front. In exactly the same sector, 13 Lancers lost 2 squadron commanders fighting alongside 6 Punjab, and sadly, these 2 squadron commanders did not receive any gallantry award, whereas CO 13 Lancer awarded himself a Sitara Jurat. That is the sad part of war. Whereas, as we have discussed already, CO4 Cavalry, who had surrendered and was made a PW, was given a Sitara Jurat. Very, very strange, way in which gallantry awards were awarded, but that is a separate subject. Unit performance in the war. The unit joined the battle in the later stages of Operation Grand Slam and did not see much action, although it had won 2 Sitara Jurats in the Run of Kutch before the war, one being Lieutenant Nadir Parvez and the other being Subadar Amir Jan. It did not receive any gallantry award as far as the Grand Slam operation was concerned, although Captain Jalil did receive an SJ on 6 September 1965. But certainly he was not part of the battalion because not listed by Rizvi. What was the battalion's net impact in the war? Operation Grand Slam was a strategic failure and had no positive impact on the war. Thus, it may be stated that the battalion had zero impact on the 1965 war. The battalion joined the war when the center of gravity had already shifted away to the south and had little impact on the war.